I got a thumbnail. What was my thumbnail? It was my last video I did. I can't remember the thumbnail I put on it, but I wanted to explain it. And I couldn't remember what the thumbnail was. So now I have to go look and see what it is because I forgot and I wanted to explain it to you. So what was it, man? Uh, Good Lord, I can't remember. Oh, there it was. Yeah, I drink alone. That's what that was. Um, and I wanted to explain that because people were discussing how they were going to celebrate New Year's Eve, and there are a couple of us on in the coin community. A couple of us. There's a few of us um, that have quit drinking or doing drugs. Uh, some of the self-destructive behavior that we have. I uh, I quit drinking last September when I had my ankle refused and I was sitting in front of the computer. That's when I found the coin community. So you guys are about 50% responsible for me quitting drinking. Uh, I would say the other 50% is me having my ankle refused and my surgeon telling me I had to quit. But she told me I had to quit chewing Copenhagen too, which I haven't done yet. But I did quit the drinking anyway, and that was to heal up better. Well, I wanted to walk again, so I decided I'd quit drinking, and I found out I didn't really miss it. But I've been drinking beer since I was a youngster. I stole one of my grandfather's bottles of beer, and he used to brew his own because that was a thing back then. Uh, you would get together on Sunday afternoon, drink beer, play cards, and that was it. That was relaxing after having gone to church in the morning. And you have a big meal on Sunday, just about like Thanksgiving every day or every week, I should say. And I remember stealing a bottle of beer out of the well house because he had wasn't a well house like we have a wellhead today with an electric pump in it. This was a well house with an artesian well and a big wooden tank, and then turned into a concrete tank after that. And that's where the milk cans would go when we were done milking to cool down the milk. That was before we had trucks that back up to your milk room every day and suck the milk out of your stainless steel tank that was electronically refrigerated. So anyway, I come in the house. I wasn't feeling very good. And my my mother's sister-in-law said he's drunk, and they laid me down on the couch and I slept it off. So that was my first drunk. I suppose I was probably about 7 years old. Yeah. And I have been drinking beer ever since, and I got to drinking whiskey after that. And I really got to like flavored whiskeys. There's some great flavored whiskeys. My favorite was pecan or salted watermelon. Um, yeah, I'm not going to tell you the brand one because I can't think of it. And what do I call this right here? What do I call that? I call that my old eyes. Well, guess what this is? That's an old brain. I can't remember shit. I got that disease, that CRS disease, can't remember shit disease. I'll think of it in about a half hour when I'm not thinking about it. But I started drinking whiskey, and it got to the point where I like to, about a 20-ounce glass of whiskey at 10 o'clock in the morning every day. So I quit. And I haven't really missed it since then. Yeah, I'd like to have a beer. I'd like to have this. But, I get just as much satisfaction, I guess, stimulation, carbon dioxide stimulation in my mouth from tonic water with quinine in. And I like Diet Pepsi. I used to drink scotch with Diet Pepsi. I did like that a lot because I like scotch. But no, then I found the flavored whiskeys that were really good over ice. So. Well, I wanted to wait until I got a few more packages in, but that didn't happen. I have one package here, one little package that I have from, this is from Second Chance Stacks. So I took the label off. When I open these up, I try to save them and reship. I try to reuse these all the time. So we'll open that up. But I wanted you guys to take a look at my table for a little bit. And I wanted to show you the one gift that I did get. We opened it up the other day, but oh, look at that. There's Muskie and Poutine. There, you can see it right there. I got my Adam J poker chip tower. I should move that back just a little bit. My poker chip tower. I had, with the one that Adam J sent me, with the tower, I had just enough to fill this tower. And if you recognize yours in there, I know Thule and Farmer can see theirs, and there's Silver Punk down at the bottom there. And there's Sailor and Brad V in Oregon. So yeah, that worked out real good. And if I ever get any more poker chips, my daughter gave me this coin holder. Come on. This coin holder for Christmas. So what I'm doing is I've taken the coasters and I put them in here, and the one in front is going to be determined by whose stream I'm on. So we got a Thule, we got a Gremlin, we got a Wounded Warrior, we got Cash Money up front. Oh, comes out of there. And then I still got room for putting some coins in there that don't have capsules or whatever. So yeah, I can put that in there, and then as I get more poker chips, then I'm going to put them on that coin holder also. But I had a very good New Year. I want to tell you about this. Yesterday, there were a lot of people online. Let me see. We had Frostbite and Tiger. We had Cash Money, and who else was on? Man, who else was on? Oh, Stack N and Second Chance Stack, and Snoopy was on with Silver Selling Machine. Oh, man, I went to as many different streams as I could go to yesterday. And if the new year 2025 holds out like my luck held out yesterday, it's going to be a really good year. I think I started with Second Chance Stacks and Stack Ann. Stack Ann actually won a race from Second Chance Stacks. Stack Ann said to give her win to me and let me choose off a Second Chance Stacks table. So I did that, and I chose, and I like Canadian, and she had Canadian on the table, but I chose the coronation round for King Charles. Not that I particularly like the coin, but I think that it will hold some collector's value in the future. That's why I got that. Stack Ann, you're wonderful. Snoopy has done that for me before, and that's how I got Mr. Zed's sculpture here, which is actually signed. That is number 52. And Snoopy gave me that. And there have been other people that have done that for me too. Meg Gremlin, been very, very humbling, actually, to be part of this community. And then I was on Snoopy and Silver Selling Machines stream for a while. I just the tail end of their stream, maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes, and nothing there. Then I went to Tiger's stream with Frostbite, and I actually won a GAW there, and I was almost asleep at that point. I heard my name. I heard a trio of something, and I don't know what it was. So I emailed Frosty. I emailed Second Chance Stacks. I got that done. And then after that stream was over, it wasn't even over. Cash Money had started. And so I was over there on that stream. And again, toward the end of the stream, Reckless Metals gave away 2 1-ounce pieces of his. And I'll be damned if I didn't get drawn for one of those. So I did pretty good yesterday. Oh, Reckless Metals. I don't know if I have your right email. I just sent to recklessmetals@gmail.com. I don't know if that's correct or not. But I sent. Somebody will let me know if that's correct or not. But I had a very, very good day yesterday. And like I say, if 2020, the rest of 2025 is as good as the start of 2025 yesterday, it's going to be wonderful. Now, I wanted to ask you guys about your, and everybody likes to do, I'm going to do this for 2025. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to Yeah, I'll try to lose a few pounds. I need to anyway. But my goal for 2025 is to get completely out of debt. Completely. So I have nothing left but my normal monthly bills. Completely out of debt. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I got like 6 months left of payments and I'm done. And I'm done. So for the first few months of 2025 anyway, I will only have a little monies every month to race with. But after that, Katie bar the door. Yeah, so that was good. Now, I'm not real, how do I want to say? I'm not real optimistic about the future of American society or world society as a whole. And I don't think that Donald Trump will be able to do anything about society and societal norms. He may be able to do something about politics, may be able to do something about the economy. He may be able to do something about world politics and wars in the Middle East and wars in Ukraine and wars with China. And he might be able to do something about that. He might be able to do something with the economy. He might be able to bring manufacturing back to the United States or to North America again and really hammer China. And if you hadn't guessed it by now, I will tell you right. Even though Russia is a communist country, it's more of a mafia-run country than a communist-run country. Yeah, Putin, he runs the country, but the oligarchs run Putin. So think of Putin as the Don of the family, and the oligarchs are the lesser family Dons. This one has this area, this one has this area, this one has this area, and then they all report to him. But if they all get together and they don't like him or what they're doing to their businesses, they will take his ass out. And the economy of Russia is more of a capitalist type economy than China's. China and North Korea are strictly totalitarian. That's it. China is becoming more like Russia every day, but the family heads are more fractured than in Russia. So Xi has taken a lot of those family heads, and most of those guys are in the military. You got the rocket forces, you got the ground forces, you got the naval force, So those guys, he has taken quite a few of them out. 7 of them lately. Anyway, they are still a little bit too fragmented to do anything about Xi. They can if they get together, but they're still a little bit too fragmented. So we'll see what 2025 holds for our country. I have hope, but I don't have high expectations. Let's put it that way. I'm an Army vet. I'm a retiree. I worked for the government for 26 years. I am a big anti-government small government person after having worked for the government. And I saw how the military was going from the 70s up to the 90s. It's got to be straightened out. Got to be straightened out. And what else I want to talk about? Oh, my oldest daughter. I took her hunting one time, and if we'd had more time, I'd have done more. Had I been into pistol shooting at the time like I am now, we would have done more pistol shooting and self-defense kind of stuff. But we did the hunting route, and she went squirrel hunting, and she shot squirrels with 22s, but never anything bigger than that. And she's fairly liberal. I won't say fairly, very liberal, actually. My oldest daughter is lesbian. My son-in-law is a transsexual man. The whole enchilada, the full-blown Charlie. And do I think gender dysphoria is a real thing? Yes, it is a real thing. Have we had gays with us forever? Yes, we have. There are, stories of Native Americans who had a gay member in a tribe. Gays have been with us ever since there have been a human population. Now, do I think that societal norms have lessened to the point where just saying that you are gay or bisexual or trans or whatever is what do I want to say? A badge of honor for, Yes, and I think that how do I say it? The mental health crisis in America has reached a peak to the point where people think they're this and people think they're that. They're not. They're just looking for acceptance from a larger community. And I think that's what we're dealing with now. Because Happy New Year, but I got to look at my chat every once in a while. Dandy Dave is up there. Vote for Pedro is here. Yes, yes. Sassy Susan, how are you? And I say yes, yes, because the amazing Stack In, she is amazing. Amazing gal. Yeah, I don't have one either. It's sassy. I don't have one either. I thought maybe at one time I should get one, but I'm not real sure. So I don't know. Hey, Captain Vic, how are you guys? All right, now I want to get back to where I was. Where was I at? Yeah. I think the mental health problem in the United States has gotten to the point where everybody's looking for acceptance, looking for you go girl type of thing. And guys too. Masculinity has been frowned upon. Traditional marriages and traditional wives have been frowned upon. And I think all of that has led to the mental health crisis that we have in our country. And I think, I don't think Trump is going to have anything to do with that. I don't think he's going to have anything to say. He's not going to make it better. He might have something to do with the economy and making it better, bringing manufacturing back to the United States and making us more self-sufficient again, or back to North America, because our two biggest trading partners into the future are going to be Mexico and Canada. Just maybe down into Central South America, but the rest of the world is going to be trading with themselves. The United States Navy has kept for globalization, anyway, has kept the seas open, and anybody could trade with anybody because we protected the shipping. Uh, our budget can't stand that anymore, can't stand that expenditure. And you're going to see Trump reining that expenditure in, and money we give to foreign countries, especially our enemies, the money we give to the UN and the World Health Organization and places like that is going to decrease significantly. And other countries are going to have to step up. That's just all there is to it. We took the financial burden off of the Brits after World War II, and it's been 50 years that we've maintained that economic dominance and hierarchy over the world, and I think that's coming to an end. And then the other thing that Trump might be able to do is to put some of these corrupt politicians in jail, or at least hold them accountable for what they've done to this country. Hopefully. All right. Enough of my pontificating. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? I want to wish everyone a happy new year. In this community, especially, this community is great. It's wonderful. Yeah, we got our little family squabbles and whatever, but I think when people realize the goodness that's in this community, the goodness, and the people that are in this community, and the way we help each other, I think those little squabbles will go by the wayside, and we'll become tighter knit because of it. All right, so let's open this thing up here. And I don't know, I might have to readjust my camera down so you don't have to look at my face. So we'll do that. We'll just come over a little bit like this, and then we'll just come down a little bit. And, oh, my table pillow is, look at that, squished. All right, whatever. And we're going to use my my Angry Warrior Tackle Box Friends knife to open that up. Oh man, that thing cuts so nice. I resharpened it, and it is shaving sharp, believe me. I mean, it comes pretty sharp, but I took it out and put it on a diamond hone. I don't want to cut myself because that's how you cut yourself, Gary. Yeah, that's how you cut yourself, Gary. Oh, I want to also tell you guys, I think I said it last video, you can pronounce my new name as Goomba, not Gumba, Goomba, Goomba. Think Italian, Goomba. What is a Goomba? That's a loyal friend. That's what a Goomba is. Somebody you can trust and count on. That's a Goomba. What did I get? What did I get? It's something. Oh, yes. I got that 1 ounce Canadian buffalo. But it's an Anax MS70. It's a 2013 because that's when they were put out. But look at that. That's pretty. That's pretty. Look at the back of that. Wow, man. That is really nice. Yeah. That's an MS-70 for damn sure. That is a nice collection to my, or addition to my Canadian collection there. I like that a lot. I'm glad I picked that. Glad I picked that one. Wow. All right, so let's get that out of there. I'll put that right there. Wow, look how shiny that is. We'll just turn it a little bit because the light is really, really crappy in this room. And I got all of this packaging material. Wonderful. We'll just stick that right back in there. Come on, open up. And we'll keep that for another day. As a matter of fact, I just sent packages out to, who did I send? One to North Dakota to my brother-in-law, Gary, who is getting a package of jerky. He's about 8-9 years older than me, a Vietnam vet, a Marine. He's a Marine. And he was there in the early 70s, late 60s, before they pulled everyone out. They had everybody out of Vietnam by 1974. And that's when I should have graduated from high school, but I was put back a grade. So let's go back up over here. I was put back a grade in 5th grade, so I graduated in 75. Should have actually graduated in 74, but it still would have been too late. I asked my folks if I could go enlist in the Army in 1974, 73, 74, and they said, no, you have to finish high school. So I had to finish high school. So what did I do 2 weeks after graduating high school, walking across the stage? Enlisted in the United States Army. All right, well, come to find out that in 1975, when I joined the Army, all the good guys basically had gotten out of the Army after Vietnam. Because when I joined the Army, I signed the paperwork 30 days before the official end of Vietnam. So I am forever and a day known as a Vietnam era veteran, although I'm not a Vietnam era veteran base. I'm a Gulf War veteran, the first Gulf War veteran, but not a Vietnam veteran. But anyway, I got the old Vietnam GI Bill. Yeah, it helped me buy my first place. I didn't have to have a down payment. I had some educational benefits left over because educational benefits you had to use within 10 years after you got out. And I got out the first time in 1978. And so I had until 1988 to use my GI Bill. And so I used 2 years of it in 1980. Let me see, I got out in 78, 88. I got out the second time in 83 because I spent 2 years in the civilian sector, but I was still in the Army Reserves. And then I re-enlisted for another 3 years in 80 and got out in 83 and then used up my GI Bill from 83 to 86, 87. And so I got my GI Bill and I got my home loan benefits. Wasn't a whole heck of a lot else that was the life insurance. You could switch your serviceman's group life insurance over into a veterans group life insurance with a civilian company, which I never did. I probably should have, but I never did. And I think that was about all the benefits I had, basically. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that. Oh, being a little government guy. I'm a little government guy. Government is right now probably 60 to 70% too big. It should be a lot smaller. There are agencies that are duplicates of other agencies that do the same job, and all they're there for is to just employ people. And I'm sorry, those people need to go out on the civilian sector and get a real job and find out how the real economy works. So, even though I took advantage of that, if that hadn't have been there, I would have had to get a civilian job like I did for those 2 years between active Army stints. So these people are going to have to go out and get real jobs. The ATF should no longer be in existence. The FBI should no longer be in existence, or should be very, very, very small. The FBI is supposed to be within the borders of the United States, supposed to be a local. We've got FBI agents going overseas and doing investigations, and that's not what they're for. And there are a whole bunch of other examples that that I could find for you if you wanted me to. Why are we sending money to Pakistan? Why are we sending money to China? We send money to China. Why are we doing that? We're sending money to Turkey. We're sending money to Iraq. We're sending money to Iran. We're sending money to the Middle East. We're sending money to Africa. We're sending money everywhere. Why? Why are we doing that? It's time for us to pass that baton to someone else. Let someone else spend their nation's wealth protecting the world. I think Nixon at one time, because he opened up China to trade, I think Nixon at one time thought China would be the one that we would pass our baton to. It's not going to happen. And I really don't see any other economy in this world that is poised to take our place. I really don't see it. China's economy is failing. Russia's economy is failing. The European Union could possibly, as a entity, do it. There's no nations in Africa that could. I don't think the Australian economy is big enough. There's no one in South America that's big enough. I don't think the Canadian economy is big enough. Or the Mexican. I think it's going to have to be a collab. It's going to have to be a bunch of countries come together to spend the money. So we're going to have to back off. Other countries are going to have to step up, and there's going to have to be a financial UN, basically, a financial UN to protect countries in the world for free trade. But hey, whatever. That's me, guys. That's just me thinking. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. I don't know. But I'm putting my legs up, dudes. Oh, maybe I should just, we'll go like that. So now we're going to relax. And we've opened up a package. We've got a wonderful, wonderful ANAX MS-70 Canadian bison. I have other Canadian bison, but they're wild. They're in the wild. I got them in capsules, but they're not slabbed. That one is pretty. This one is really, really pretty. The slab is not scratched up. It's got one little scratch up here on the top. But over top of the coin down here and on the back down here, that's pretty, very pretty. And I don't know what that little RA sticker up there is. I don't know what that is. I wish it was a CAC sticker, but ooh. Man, that's nice. Now I got to go out and see. Well, I mean, I can probably tell you. I have my inventory here for Canadian stuff. If anybody has a 1916 small Canadian nickel, a fish scale, I need one of those. I have other ones I could trade. I have extra 1907s, 1902s, 1901s, 1918s, 1919s, and 1920s. I have all those extra. And I have a couple of 1872s and a couple of 1882 H's. The 1872s are H's also. So, yeah, I got a few extra of those. I even have some extra Canadian large pennies. 1892s, 1911s, 1912s, 1913s. 16s, 17s, 18s, and 19s. All extras. I have a few extra of each one of those. So let's see here. Canadian half dollars, dimes, dollars, beaver, wolves, cougars, wolves, buffalo, 1 ounce buffalo. I have two other 2013 1 ounce Canadian buffaloes that are in the wild. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have any other slabbed buffaloes. I don't think I do. I'm looking. I'm trying to find them, but I don't think I have them. I got a lot of Canadian slabs in sets, but I don't think I have any other buffaloes 2013. And 2013 was actually the year of, this is 2013, right? Yeah, 2013 was also the 25th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mint. So I do have that one. Yeah, it just, yeah, I believe that's my only slabbed buffalo. I got a 2013 ANAX SP70, the Old Canada series, the Humpback Whale. But yeah, that's what I got, man. Oh, there's a couple other things I need. If you guys know of anybody or can get them, I need a 2013 1/2 ounce silver First Special Service Force commemorative coin. I need the 2013 10th ounce gold coin. And then the 2018s, I need a 10th ounce gold and the 1/4 ounce gold. To make my collection, the First Special Service Force commemorative coin collection, that one would be complete. I'm only missing one of the silvers, and that's the 2013s. That was the first year. And I have extra of the 3/4 ounce that I would trade. And I have 6 2014 half ounce. I have 22 2015 half ounce. I have an extra 2016, 3 extra 2017 half ounce, an extra 2019, and an extra 2021. Because there were none produced in 2020 because of COVID. But yeah, that's what I got, man. the 2016 or the 1916 fish scale nickel, though. That small nickel, I really want that one because that makes my whole set from 1899, 2000, all the way up to 1920 complete. I just need the 1916. One of these days, I'll find one. Somebody's got one. 2013 half ounce. The 2013 half ounce silver. Yes, I believe. Yes, the 2013 half ounce silver First Special Service Force commemorative coin. I need that one, man. Yep, I need that one. And I will trade you an ounce of silver for that. You can pick anything I got. Or if you need a 3/4 ounce in the First Special Service Force, I got them. I got extra extra half ounces. But yeah, the 2013 is the one I need. And then the 1916 small nickel. Yeah. Like I say, it's not a big deal. They're out there. I know they are. The ones that are going to be hard to find are the gold ones. I need a 2013 10th ounce gold, the 2018 10th ounce gold, and there were a few years where they made a 3/4 ounce gold, and 2018 is the one I'm missing for the 1/4 ounce gold. So, yeah. But one at a time. We'll work on the silver first, then we'll work on the gold later. A year ago, there were a couple of sites that had the First Special Service Force coin. Silver Gold Bull had them, and another big retail store, but they don't have them anymore. Exactly, Pedro. I would like to see the government get back to doing what it was originally chartered to do, and that was to defend our borders and, of course, go to war. And not set monetary policy, but to negotiate trade agreements. Let's see, they were chartered to do 3 things: trade agreements, protect us, and something else. I forget which. I mean, I can look it up. I have my little Constitution books right here. This one is from Hillsdale College. If you guys don't subscribe to Hillsdale College on YouTube, you should. Hillsdale College is a private college, takes no federal money at all, and very conservative school. They have free stuff. These Constitution books, free online courses, free online newsletters. This one I get, Imprimis. And Larry P. Arnn is the director of the school right now. But they have other speakers, other guest writers. And I don't know if I have any more of them here. Usually I read them and put them away. But it's a very easy read. You have 3 or 4 pages. That's it. It's an easy read, guys. And they'll have a little bio about the person who wrote the article. But They have events they hold, they have speakers. So, yeah, you can go to Hillsdale College online and get their free stuff, man. Get their free stuff. So I have a Constitution booklet I got from them. I keep up here all the time. And I have this other one, Constitution of the United States of America. And as much as you don't like this organization at times, ACLU, they do some good work. So I have another one. So I have two of them up here. I keep on my desk. So when somebody says, well, that's against the Constitution, well, let's look that up and see, should we? There is another. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Dale. Thanks for coming, Pedro. Thank you for being you and doing what you do. I hope everyone has a happy new year. Yeah, it's these come every month. They're a good little read. They're a good little read. Hillsdale is the place. Right there, Hillsdale College. Where is Hillsdale? Hillsdale's in Michigan. Hillsdale, Michigan, actually. They even have a cruise coming up with guest speakers on. They are going to have a cruise. Where is this from? Lisbon to London, aboard the Regent Seven Seas Grandeur. So the ports are Lisbon, Oporto, Saint Jean de Luz, Bordeaux, Lorient, Saint Malo, and Honfleur. And they have Hugh Hewitt, Arthur Herman, Larry P. Arnn, and additional speakers to be announced. So if you wanted to go on a cruise, very conservative cruise, and listen to some great speakers. I don't have the money. I don't have the money for that. I would like to do that, but don't have the money for that. I have to save money for my wife's 50th wedding anniversary present, which I told her we will be taking a train, Amtrak, if it's still around by then, because we have 9 years to go. We're taking a train from Iowa all the way up to the Northwest, maybe up into Canada and over, I don't know, or the United States and over. Then we'll be taking a cruise ship from wherever the port is over there, Portland or wherever, and cruising up to Alaska. My wife wants to go to Alaska, and yeah, I want to go to Alaska too, but I want to go up and hunt a moose and a grizzly bear. But I probably have to put that off. That probably is not going to get done. But she wants to go up and visit Alaska, go to the shops, eat, take charters, that kind of thing. I have been to Alaska 3 or 4 times with the United States Army. So I didn't get to do any of the touristy stuff. Oh, yes. One night, we had one night off, and we decided, where were we at? Anchorage. We were in Anchorage. And we decided to go to a strip club. We went to a pawn shop in the afternoon, but we went to a strip club at night. And I must admit, for a state that is way the hell up there and everything's expensive and whatever, the strip club was actually very, very nice. A nice club. The girls were A-okay. And I fell in love. um, I have actually been to some very seedy strip clubs in my life, and the girls were nasty. And I'm telling you what, uh, the one in Alaska was very nice, very nice. So yeah, that surprised me about Alaska. One of the dumb things the Army had us do is we had to do oh man, an escape and evade exercise. And we were sent out into the Alaskan bush with weapons and no ammunition. It was blueberry season. It was fall. The bears were putting on weight. Thank God we didn't run into a bear. Thank God. Because that could have turned real ugly without having ammunition. Anyway, yeah, I've been to Alaska 3 or 4 times. Went to Black Rapids, to the Gulkana Glacier also. We did the summer edition of the Winter Warfare course. So a lot of rock climbing, river navigating. We actually did the glacier climbing. Uh, I didn't go to the winter course. I did go to the summer course. I didn't go to the winter course. Then the other 3 times I went up, oh, that was with the 1st Infantry Division. Then the other 3 times I went up was with the 12th Special Forces Group, just doing missions then. We had, oh man, we had the E&E exercise. What else did we do? Our docs went up. Our team medics went up past Nome to live with the Eskimos, and some went to live with the Inuits. Oh, we did. Yeah, we did a course up there, hitching up dog sleds, hitching up dogs to dog sleds, and packing dog sleds and dog sledding. Yeah, that was a good course. It was like the packing in on mules and horses course I did when I went to the Department of Agriculture's firefighter school out in Missoula, Montana. That was also a good course. I liked both of those a lot. So I don't know. It's probably what do we got? We got an hour. We're at an hour. So I just wanted to come on shortly because I've had this package. I was waiting for more, but none are coming today. So if anything comes, it'll be tomorrow. And this one's been here for a couple of days, so I wanted to get that one off the table. I wanted to let you know what happened last night with all the streams, and just do a little pontificating to start with. But we'll get back. We'll be back. We'll do some more. I have to go out and replace a door seal on my outside wood burner. The door seal is it's burned out, so I got to put a new seal on. I got that yesterday in the mail, so we'll get that done today. Yes, you can do it in the wintertime when it's froze. I got a big pile of ash, not ash, but embers in there, and then we'll put a pile of wood on top of it after I get uh, the door seal silicone in place. Shut it and just leave it for close to 24 hours, and the heat will cure the silicone, and everything will be fine. So we'll get that done today too. If not today, we'll get it done tomorrow. Not a big deal. I don't think I have anything else to actually do today. Yeah, I do. I got to check and make sure my 4-wheeler's not leaking gas. I had to put a new gas line on it. And if it's leaking, then I'm going to have to do some work on it yet. But other than that, I'm good. We got nasty weather coming. Ooh, I hate hearing that. I hate hearing that. All right, well, maybe I'll put that seal on today then and get that sealed up because I burn wood for heat in the wintertime. Last year I didn't because I was laid up with this foot or with the ankle being refused, so I couldn't go outside. I couldn't put any weight on it. So I didn't redo the door seal this fall. I should have. I did not. I did put uh, new stuff in the water to keep it from rusting, and I got new ash trawl to keep the acidity down in the ashes inside, and I got new um, stuff to control the creosote. And yeah, I cleaned out the flues and stuff, and that's the only thing I didn't do was replace the seal, which I should have done. So now I got to been doing it. Now I got to do it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dave. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I'll have to look at. We'll go to the weather map on Google and see what it's going to be here. It actually was pretty warm over Christmas. I mean, it was above 32. It was like 35 degrees, and it was muddy. Everything thawed, and for what 4 or 5 days like that, and then it got cold yesterday, night uh, night before last. It got cold, so we had a little snow on the ground, not much, just a little bit, and we will see what the weather is going to hold. I think it's going to be cold. I'm hoping I get my skid loader back from the shop before we get a whole bunch of snow because uh, I had a problem with the skid loader. It wasn't running right. Replace the fuel filter, replace the air filter, new plugs. And I thought, well, it just needed a tune up because it's still an old Wisconsin engine, still has points and condenser. But you have to slide the motor out in order to do that. And that takes a little bit of work. So I took it to my shop over in McIntyre where I had the motor rebuilt the first time when I bought it. I'll tell you a story. I was working for the government down at the AMSA shop. My boss had a brother that worked at a silicon sand plant up here in Minnesota, and he had taken that skid loader. They got rid of it because it was losing power, and he bought it for like $100 or whatever off his brother. I bought it off of him, off my boss for $500. Took it to my shop over in McIntyre, had them rebuild the motor, so it got bored and heads got planed, new valve job, all that. I spent $2,200 on the overhaul and $500 when I bought it, so $2,700 for a skid loader. And it's the old model 600 Bobcat um, with Wisconsin motor in it, so it's 20 horse, four cylinder, yeah, 4-cylinder. And when we boarded it, turned it into a 22 horse. It ran wonderful for, man, I retired in 2012, probably 2010, 15 years, 14 years, that thing's run great. And it started running like shit. So I took it over there, and he said, well, you have a problem with one cylinder. It's down to 65 pounds. Everything else is up to 110. But that one cylinder is down to 65. So he bought me another set of heads. And he's waiting for a couple other parts yet. Thinking he's got the points and condenser. The plugs are new, so I don't have to worry about that. So probably gasket set, I'm thinking. But I'll give him a call this week and see how it's coming. So that's going to be one hell of a bill. It's not like we had to put rings in or anything, or push rods or bearings or anything like that. But yeah, heads. So Yeah, that'll be another cost this month that I didn't expect, but what the heck. I still have my tractor in the bucket on, so I can clear snow with that, but I hate using tractor in a bucket. I'd rather use a skid loader all day, every day. But the tractor comes in handy for other stuff, so gotta have it. You know, when you live on 3 acres, and I'm surrounded by another 160 acres or 157 acres, that's 80 acres of river bottom and probably 77 acres of farm ground, or vice versa, one or the other. You have to have a tractor and you have to have a skid loader. Even though I only live on the 3 acres, you still got to have something to push snow with. And I have full run of the woods and the river bottom, so I got to go down and shoot some beaver. They're cutting down my trees. I wish the trappers had got over here and trapped a beaver out this year, but they didn't. Usually it's my brothers that do that, one or the other, but neither one of them trapped beaver this year. Brother Brian was dirt trapping coyotes and fox, and Brother Phil was dirt trapping skunk and coon. That's what he likes to target, skunk. And Brother Brian likes to target coyotes. So they can both water trap. I mean, they can both water trap, but neither one of them do anymore. Too much. Brother Brian, I think 2, 3 years ago was the last that trapped beaver down on the river, and then they were gone for 2 or 3 years. Now they moved back in, so time to get rid of beavers again. Damn, I like beaver, but I hate what they do to my trees down there. I should show you the pictures. I mean, healthy trees, this big around, 2 foot diameter, and they're killing them. They can't take the little sandbar willows, but they got to take them big sons of bitches down. So that's the only reason I got to get rid of them. Yes, I have max velocity in my bookmarks bar, buddy. You are correct, Dale. I watch Max Velocity, and there's one other guy on there also that Max has on sometimes. He has his own YouTube channel. I watch him also when it comes to weather. Yes, I like Max Velocity's website. Very good because he lets you know what's coming well in advance of what's coming. And like when we had doing the tornadoes and the hurricane and stuff, he was, I mean, he had that covered well. So yeah, and that allows me actually to warn my daughters ahead of time also, because I got one living in Minnesota, I got one living down here south of me in Iowa, central Iowa, and then one living out in Philadelphia. So I got um, forewarning. I can let them know ahead of time what's coming to them. Oh, all of my daughters love their bells for Christmas. I got them all 3 coin 90% bells from Joe Durbin. Just a second. Let me entertain you here for a second. I have to get up and move, though. So I have to move my table back. Move my table back. All three of the daughters this year got a 3 coin 90% Durbin bell with a 925 handle. They each got one of those, and they each got to pick which one they wanted. So I know they were happy with them. And then they all three got a 2 coin 40% angel bell. These are mine. And then my son-in-law out in Philadelphia, he got it's a smaller bell. It's a 2-coin smaller bell, but it's a bike bell. So he's got the little hole drilled through the thing here, and it's got the little key ring circle in there. And he likes to ride bicycle. So it's a bike bell. He can put it on his bicycle. And then he can ring it. Goes over bumps and stuff. You can also put them on dog collars or cat collars if you wanted to. That would drive them nuts, but you can do that. They're set up like that. Okay, I'll check him out. When I'm done doing this, I will check him out. And then I have my youngest daughter's boyfriend, and they've been together for 3 years, so they might as well get married. And a couple of my military buddies, I got them a gag gift for Christmas. And these come with double-sided tape. And you can see they're not real, but it comes with some wire. So you can stick it in here and silicone it in and then go up underneath your doorbell with it or go over to your doorknob. And it's got double-sided tape. So you can stick this right to your front door. And so it'll look like that with the wire coming out of the top and going over to your doorknob or whatever, or your doorbell. And I thought it was funny as hell, but I have 3 more here. I'm going to give a couple of them to my military buddies that we go to lunch with every day. I think I got 3 more here. I gave one to him. And yeah, it's some cheap shit that I found online, but they're a great gag gift for a military guy. And my daughter's boyfriend, he's an Iraqi vet. He's the first Iraq War or the second? First Iraq War, I think. Desert Storm. Nope, second Iraq War. Operation Enduring Freedom or whichever one it was. He was an MP. And so he did a lot of route recon, route surveillance, and convoy protection. So he saw his share of IEDs and shit, and he doesn't like to talk about it, and I don't press him. But yeah, he thought that Claymore was a funny gift. And then I gave the son-in-law and him and my wife, I gave them one of the Power for Patriots solar cells that you could either charge up from your computer or charge up because it's got solar panels on, charge it up with the solar panels and then plug it into your phone or your laptop and charge. You could, if you had the right adapter, you could actually jumpstart a car with it, I think. But yeah, it'll power up any of those little devices. It's just great to have in your vehicle for an emergency, or like my wife, she's a EMT, volunteer EMT with the volunteer fire department over where she works. And I gave her one to carry in her aid bag that she's always got in her car. And I gave her one for personal use, and all 3 of the daughters one last year. So everybody has one now. Everybody has one. I have one. Where is mine? Mine's sitting here someplace. Yep, here it is. Sitting over here getting sun. And it's got all of your little ports. All of your little ports. And it's got this neat, really neat protector case on it, on the corners and stuff. I really like See that that gray rubber? It protects everything. Same thing on the back. And it's got LEDs up here that lets you know how much it's charged, how it's charging. It's really good. I like the thing. It's good to keep just for emergencies. The PowerCell CX from Power for Patriots. It's a good little item to have. You even get a nice little instruction guide in it. So it's one of those things that, and I don't like to give just crappy shit for Christmas. I like to give them stuff they can use. And my daughters really love their bells. I had this one extra. Nobody wanted my Northwoods with the pine trees and the little road going through it there. And the bell itself is made out of, oh man, what is this one made out of? Morgan's, I believe. Yeah, Morgan dollars and 250 centers, 250 250 centers. A Morgan and 250-cent pieces. Yep. And this one, I think maybe this one's a 90, but I'm not sure. 1880. This is a piece or a Morgan also. It's a 2-coin bell, but I think this bottom is also a Morgan. So I got 2 Morgan bells that I have up here. And then, I know you guys have all seen these before, but I'll show them to you again because they're kind of neat. They're kind of neat. I don't know. I got a 2-coiner here, or is it 3-coiner? My Mexico bell. And that one's made out of Aztecs. All these bells have different sounds to them, and this one is really, that's my minor bell. You see how big this one is? You guys have seen that one before. It's got a pick and a shovel, gold pan with some gold in, and then a rope or chain with a bucket at the bottom of the mine. And this one is definitely made out of prospectors, 3 prospectors. That's one of the nicer bells that I have. And then this one I just got. Copper bell with a 223 round in the top for the handle. Now what is this one made out of? This one's made out of copper Second Amendment rounds. That is my Second Amendment copper. And then I got another one, or my 2, or my snuff boxes up there. The one copper snuff box is the Come and Take It snuff box. So we just put them out of there. Those are my bells. So each one of my girls has a 3-coin bell and a 2-coin bell. Son-in-law has got a little 2-coin angel bell. My wife has a 3-coin bell, a 2-coin bell, and she's got a little copper penny bell made by Mr. Doughboy and Susie. That's the only one of those I have. And then I have 3 Canadian themed bells, 2 silver, 1 copper, out with my Canadian collection. Someday I'll bring those in and show them again, because I have added to my Canadian collection since I showed it the last time. So I probably need to bring that in and show you some of the newer Canadian stuff all together. I mean, I've done videos on unboxing the stuff, and you've seen it as I unbox it. But you know, when you put it all together as a collection, it's going to take up that whole table and then some. So I'll probably have to get the other card table out. Either that, or I'm going to have to stream from my phone and put it on the dining room table in there. Package pirates. What are we talking about, Danny Dave? Hi there, the wonderful Stack and Silver. I was just telling people what you did yesterday for me. Thank you again very much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and you're right. I looked at the email and I got Snoopy and Second Chance mixed up. Yes, it was Second Chance. Second Chance's table, not Snoopy's. Because I think I was on Snoopy's and Silver Selling Machines stream before that, and I had that in my head for some stupid reason. I don't know. Package pirates? What are you talking about, package pirates, Dale? Or Dave? Package pirates. Did you have somebody steal something? It's not good if you did. I have only had, and I think I told you this once, one package that the person said they didn't get. And so I had to go back in my my informed delivery from United States Postal Service and look up the tracking number. And it was delivered to their mailbox on a certain day at a certain time. It was delivered. Boom. All right. Not my problem after that. It's the person whose mailbox it was in and the post office to hash that out. And we got that hashed out. And then I forgot. I sent everything else, but I forgot one coin to Kane Friday. And he mentioned something in an email to me. And I got to look at, oh, God, dog, yeah. I forgot. Son of a gun. So I mailed that out, but yesterday or the day before yesterday, with a tracking number. Then I emailed him his tracking number, and I'm going to also email Ghost Nancy T, which is his proxy, the tracking number, so they both have it and coming. I sent him another bronze coin and another gram of silver to go with it, just because I forgot. God, dog. But those are the only two slip ups I've had since I've been in the community. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes, you know, in apartment buildings where they have the outside mailbox, they have a whole bank outside mailboxes. And so each resident can come down and get their mail out of that mailbox. Sometimes you'll find that there are people who will steal from them. But I think more often than not, I'm going to say, I'm not going to say it. Not more often than not. Sometimes it's a mail carrier doing it because they know what you're getting. Basically, they know what you're getting. So yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes it's the people who had lived there before and had a key and have a key, or it's a another resident who also knows what you're getting, and their key will fit in your box. Sometimes I think that's it. And then the other times you have the ones that are not so subtle and just pry the goddamn door open. Because let's face it, those doors and those locks aren't very strong. I could pry that open with a knife. So You just have to realize that fucking with the mail is a federal crime. So, yeah, the dummies more often than not pass on that because it's too much trouble for what you get out of mailboxes. What do you get? Nobody sends cash. The only thing they're sending is they might send some silver or might send some gold, but it's generally insured. If not by the sender, then it's insured by the post office. And all you have to do is fill out the form and upload your documents, receipts, and whatever. I've done it one time. I had one coin that came up missing. A machine just swished it out the end of the envelope. And because I paid for it with PayPal, I have that receipt from PayPal, and I just uploaded it to the form that's online for the post office. And I got paid in 3 days. Within 3 days, they paid me. So the only time I've had to do that, I was very, very satisfied with the post office and how quick they were. So yeah, it's just that I did that one video on packaging. When you package something and it's in one of the paper envelopes, take your packaging tape and tape all around every edge, every seam, everything. Yeah, you might add an ounce of tape to your package. It might cost you a little more to send it, but do that. And then put a piece of tape on your or on the coin itself if you don't wrap it in bubble wrap. And then tape that and then make a double side sticky and tape it on the inside of the envelope so that it will not move around. So it's taped in one place. Because a lot of times if they're thin enough, they put them through a machine with rollers on, have tension on the rollers. And if there's a loose coin in there, it'll just squish it right out the end of that envelope. Especially if it's a paper envelope. But that's why I like the bubble wrap envelopes. And I like bubble wrapping inside and wrapping it and taping it down on the inside. And then a lot of times I've taken coins when I couldn't do that and just taken some scrap cardboard, like off a cereal box or a shoe box or something, and squish the coin in between there, tape the edges all the way around on that, put it in the envelope, double stick that down to the envelope so they can't tell that there's a coin in there. It's just this big square thing. That's all it is. Yeah, there are some things you can do that will prevent a lot of that stuff. Hi, freaking awesome. How are you? Happy New Year. Yes, the bubble wrap envelopes are the best. Yes, but some people have those old, they're paper envelopes, but they're padded paper. And right at every seam, it's not padded. So if you put that and you got a loose coin in there, and they put that in the machine with rollers and the tension's too tight on the rollers, it'll just squish that coin right out. And that's what happened. So I'm sure the guy who swept up the floors at the end of the day was the guy that found it, and he was happy with it because it was a maple leaf. So, but the guy that's running the machine, he's back and forth running machines. He's not sitting there looking at every package going through those rollers. He sets the machine, sets the tension, and go. He's putting mail in comes from a machine. It's sorted by machine. So the guy that flips the switch on, he's not the guy that's getting the coin. The guy that's cleaning up at the end of the shift, sweeping the floors and mopping, he's the guy that's getting the coins. Be my guest anyway. Hey, Adam Hartman. Happy New Year to you also. Free form flying lessons. You know how many times I've done that? Oh, man. And because I have a steel shed down there, and that's where my butchering room and all of that, and my metal shop, everything is down there. And I have to go down there every day to feed the cat because she stays down there. She doesn't come up the house very often. So she stays where it's warm. I feed her, I water her litter boxes down there, everything. And I go down every day, let her out, and she can go outside and run and do whatever. She gets her loving for the day. She's happy. But I got to go down there and in that steel shed because it's steel girders and steel everything. No reception in there whatsoever. So I have to take my phone outside and put it on the hood of my truck or on my gas barrel so that I get some reception. So when I send a text, it says text not sent, blah, blah, blah. So I have to take it outside and just set it there. You know how many times I've driven away from that shed to come up to the house or to go out to the stove, wood burner, or whatever, and forgot my phone? Still laying on the hood of my truck, or if it's not, if it jiggled off, it's on the side of the road, or I found it in the box of my pickup when I laid it on the corner of the box when I went to get in the door. Oh man, it's a wonder I still have that phone. I should have gone through 3 of them by now, but good God. Yes, Adam Hartman made I Am Interested, a Canadian proof set. No, we don't have snow. It's just crappy out. Well, it's snowing now, but uh-oh, shit, oh. God, dog it. Dropped my coffee on my fucking keyboard again. I got it. Thank you, dear. All right. Yes, it's snowing out. We don't have any snow on the ground. It's just dark out. So yeah, we're probably going to get snow for the next couple of days. But man, I'm telling you, keyboard wet. All right. No, I don't want any of this. All right. That's why I have this right here. Hold up. I got to get the straw. That's why I have this right here. You know how many times I do that? Oh, come on. Get in there, you. There you go. You know how many times I've done that? I'll bet 4 or 5 times now. Wonderful, isn't it? And if you leave it in there and it stays wet, you press that key and then you get all kinds of weird shit happening. So we don't have snow on the ground. We still have a green-brown yard, but it is snowing today. We had snow. It had covered the ground about an inch, and that all melted, went away. But now we're starting to get snow again. So yeah, we'll get some snow. God dog. I hate it when I spill coffee. All right, we got that taken care of. Crisis averted. Yes, Adam Hartman, Canadian proof set. I would like to see it. I would like to. Do you have my phone number? You can text me. I know you have my email. You can send pictures there, probably. Probably easier to do it from your phone, though. I will. Oop, I got to do it down here, though. Stupid. Oop, I can't do it that way. I got to do it this way. Oh. There we go. So it's probably easier for you to just send pictures right to the phone, to my phone. It's easy. Easy peasy. I'll look. You tell me what you want. Yep. I bought what? 7 point some 8 point some grams of gold from 7 point some grams from ginger this month. So I'm out for the month, basically. I'm done. That was my purchase for the month. But yeah, anyway. Depends what you want. I can swing it. I can still swing it. So don't worry about it. You tell me. You let me know. Maybe one of these days I'll get smart and close the goddamn lid on my coffee cup when I move. I don't know. Maybe I'll get smart one of these days. Oh man, I don't know. What else we gonna do today? That's it. That's all we're gonna do. That one still surprised me. That handle still surprises me. That handle still surprises me. And now, Ronald, it is your turn. Yeah, Dale, this time you will have. This Sunday you will have. Oh, I still got some coming from them too. Hey, man. Yes. Yes. Probably the only thing I'll be doing on Coin Cruise is talking shit this time around. That's yeah, that's about all I can do right now, I think. And I have determined that when I come up on Ginger's stream, and I do run races, or I find it hard to fill because I think what I have up here you've seen already, and nobody wants what I got, so I'm gonna go out to the safe and I'm gonna bring in a ammo can full of other stuff and just mix some stuff up. Either that or dump it all on the table and then like Stack Hand or a silver selling machine, just keep picking up stuff. Just keep picking up stuff. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot Coin Cruise package. That's a good size package also. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So more than likely, the only auction site that I will be buying anything on will probably be Durbin's. And I'm pretty much done with bells, I think. I would like, and snuff boxes also, but because now I have two coppers, one silver, one 90% silver, and I think I got one clad one coming. I think I have a clad snuff box coming. So, you know what I would like? I would like to be rich enough someday to send Joe Durbin 3 1 ounce gold coins, eagles or maples or whatever, and have him make bells out of them with gold handles also. I'd like to be rich enough to do that someday, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. You talk 3 coins, 369, let's just say 3,000 an ounce, 369, and you're talking 10 grand. That would be 10 grand. And then if you just cut it down to, let's say, a 2 coin bill, a small one though, say you did a 2 coin small bill, and you did it with half ounces, that would still be about 4 or 5 grand. So yeah. Hey Tom, happy New Year to you also. I think I am going to send you the first ever set of knives I made out of trap springs. I think there's 3 or 4 knives in there, and they're not big ones. They're only like that. You know what a 1.5, probably a number 2 trap spring is, and then I straighten them out and anneal them and then rework them and then reharden them and put handles on and stuff. I think I'm going to send you that. And I don't know how you make knives. I don't know if you um, if you take known steel or unknown steel. I like to work with steel that's, we will call it unknown because I don't know the number on it, but like trap springs or the old tractor seats. Remember they had that one big bar with the seat on it, spring steel. Um, Big chopper blades, corn chopper blades. Um, some lawnmower blades are good, some aren't. Just depends. You got to test it. Same thing with railroad spikes. You got to test them. Some are good, some aren't. I have railroad tie, a lot of railroad tie plate, stuff like that. And so I like to work with that steel as opposed to ordering steel from, say, like, what's the one place where you get steel? Oh, I don't even know if I got that in here. Yeah, I don't even know if I got that book in here. Or you can buy blade, you can buy steel, you can buy handle material, you can buy decorative rivets, you can buy anvils, you can buy hammers, you can buy all that stuff to make a knife with. And see, I don't know if you actually make knives like that. Some people do, some people don't. So if you have a piece of steel, you actually put in a forge and you work, you anneal, you soften it, you work it, you drill it, sharpen it, whatever, then put it back in a forge and then quench and harden, and then do your polishing and final sharpening and put your handles on. If that's the way you do it, I don't know, but I would like to get one of your knives. Files and leaf spring. Yeah, I have a big file I'm doing right now in the shape of a tanto, but it's one of them. It's one of them 1/4 inch thick files. So I got of a lot of sanding to do on that thing. I mean, I have the rough shape outlined. I have it annealed in rough shape, but I think I need to anneal it again because I'm not taking enough metal off. So I think I need to anneal it again and let it cool down slower this time. I've started working on another trap spring knife already, and I'm working on a hatchet for a young man who, my nephew actually, no, be my nephew's son. So, working on a hatchet for him. So those are the three things I got in the works. Okay, New Jersey Steel Baron, yeah. And if I want known steel, I go to a place in town called Knack Industries, and they do big steel. They big cranes and big steel, and so I can just order steel from them, and I have a really good relationship with them. So yeah, they even let me pick through their scrap barrels. So man, I'm trying to think of that one, the one place where I got stuff from. And see, I got a lot of walnut wood, and I got a lot of oak. So um, I'll make handles out of that because I got a bandsaw in the shop, a wood bandsaw that I can cut handle scales out of. Um, a Greg Arbuckle knife. No, I do not. Where is Greg Arbuckle from? Yep, Files make a really good knife. And you know what? I make fillet knives, a flimsy fillet knife, like for fish. If you take a chainsaw bar, because they're riveted together, and you grind those rivets off and separate the two sides because there are two sides that come together, and cut your fillet knife out of that, your shape out of that. Ah, they make wonderful fillet knives, man. Wonderful fillet knives. If you're into doing that, but um, okay, I will. All right, I'll talk to Joe about it. A Rolex and oh, there are some other knives. I bought knives from guys all over the country. So I like the young guys who are just starting out knife making and making. Oh, not young necessarily. I bought one from a 88-year-old gentleman who made knives, and up where is he? Up in Oregon, I think. And nice big boy. And nobody wanted that knife because of the ugly green handle that it had on it. Well, I like ugly green handles, so I bought it from him, and it was like $100 or $110. It wasn't much for that big of a knife, and I'm really happy with that knife. I bought a knife from a young guy, young knife maker. He was in his early 20s in Kentucky. I bought one of his knives. Really nice knife. Did a real fine job on it. And those are the knives I like to buy. You know, I like. Don't get me wrong. I like cold steel. I like cold steel knives, but um, I mean, just a second, Tom. Here's one of my favorite cold steels right here. My Magnum Tanto. That stays up here in my gun case. That is a nice knife. And it's a Sanmai, it's made in a Sanmai technique. You can look at the edge and see it. I don't know, maybe you can see it. I don't think. Yeah, there you can. You see that line? That goes all the way to the tip, buddy. So it's a straight line Sanmai. There's no uh, differential heating where there are patterns on it. It's just a straight line Sanmai. But that is a hell of a knife. I like this one a lot. I found this one tucked in a corner in a gun store. And I imagine at one time they thought they could make money also selling knives, but uh, this one didn't sell for some reason. And so I bought it. I saw it. I told him I will buy it the next day, put it away. I came back with cash and I bought that bad boy. Rapid River, yep. I have them in my favorites, which is my favorites. One of them. Yep. Okay. Bitterroot Handleworks. Now, see, I haven't heard of them before. And I'm sure you use micarta, and I'm sure you use um, micarta liners and handles, and um, there are other stuff. You know, my favorite handle to make actually is a stack leather handle. I really like doing that, and I like stack leather handles just for the feel. And then my second favorite is wood. I don't like micarta so much. I don't like this handle material, which is a black kind of, it's a soft rubber. It's got this diamond pattern in it. I don't like that because I've had it on a couple other knives. When you get deer fat, cold deer fat, and blood on it, it gets slippery as shit. So, yeah, I really do like this knife. I like this one a lot. I'm glad I found that one. And I have a couple downstairs. International knife something. They're in one of the suburbs out in Chicago. They come to the gun shows here all the time. Actually, make some very nice knives for machine made stuff, but some really excellent knives. I think I got two of theirs. I think I have two of theirs. I got their card someplace. I can't remember where. Man, I'm gonna have to write that down. Bitterroot Woodworks. Bitterroot Handleworks. Do you know what town they're in? Because I have a buddy that lives in Stevensville right now. He used to live south of Stevensville on a ranch, but he lives in Stevensville right now. Getting to be an old coot, he is, but I think the last time I saw him was in 20. He came out here in, about 15 years ago, 10 years ago. He was out here visiting family. I Kick, you're right. Okay, yeah. G10 liners. Okay, Dandy Dave, thank you very much, dude. We will see you. Happy New Year to you. Hamilton, Montana. I have to look that up. I'm going to have to see where that's at. Maybe, just maybe, one of these days, maybe this summer, because Stevensville is just on the east side of Bitterroots. I've been out there a couple times myself. I actually went to the Department of Agriculture smoke jumper school out there, the firefighting school. I went through the smoke jumper portion course. I didn't go through the firefighting portion. I went through the rough terrain parachuting portion of that course. So I'm not a smoke jumper, but I am qualified to jump into small postage stamp size drop zones and trees with all kinds of shit on me. Helmet, face mask. We call it the Elvis suit, but it's a Kevlar suit. Tools strapped across your crotch. Yeah. And that was with round parachutes back in the day. See, that was in 1995 or so. No, that was in 1991 or two. And they have gone to square parachutes since then. So stacked leather is really fun because you put those little squares of stacked leather on there, and you glue them as you put them on, of course, and then you clamp them, and everything dries, and then you can put your end caps on if you want. But what's neat is that, have you ever seen the little Harbor Freight 1x30 grinders? And you put different belts on there. You put the aggressive belt on there, and you just sit there and you form the handle on that little belt. It's just cool as shit. Yeah, you get dust all over, leather dust all over the place, but I have redone 2 or 3 different handles for my brother. He buys knives, he collects knives, and mostly pocket knives, basically, but he'll get some fixed blade knives, and the handles need to be redone. So I will redo the stack leather handles, and then they turn into a good knife. Have you ever heard of a Cattaraugus knife? I bought that one from him. It was a forerunner to the thing. Yeah, CRS's. Can't remember shit. I can remember the Cattaraugus name, but not who they're a forerunner to. Can't remember. Yeah, Harbor Freight makes a little 1x30 grinder, a sander, basically, and it has a platen on it, but it also has a free where the belt is not on a platen, so you can sit there and rub and grind those handles down and make them into the right shape, and it's just fun doing that, I think. I guess I'm going to have to bring my knives up from downstairs again. I did one video on those knives. I'd have to look back and see which one it was. I brought a bunch of knives up from upstairs or from downstairs. I have. Oh, hey Tom, did you guys get your box that I sent out to you? It was coming UPS. I'll have to look today and see if I'll have to look at that tracking number because they said it was in Boise. So you should, today you don't get mail. So tomorrow, I'll have to look up this tracking number. I got it. UPS stuff. See, and I don't have a 2x72. I got a 4x54, and then two of them, and then I have two of the little 2x30s. I need a 2x72. Well, I have to make some more room. And then I used to buy any chance I could leg vices. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 leg vices of different sizes, and then I have 2 leg vices that somebody cut the leg off. So, I mean, you could re-weld a piece on there, but I have 2 like that. I'm willing to get rid of it. And then the old, have you ever seen old hand crank grinders for slow grinding? I have 1, 2, 3, or 4 of those. And I would buy them. I'd go to farms and they're having farm sales or whatever, and then I would buy those. And old kerosene heaters too. I have like 25 old kerosene heaters, and maybe you can see there's one sitting right back there with the snowman on. And I refurbish those also, and put new wicks in, repaint them, fix the kerosene pot or whatever. But yeah, I redo those also. So how many do I have sitting in here? One over there, one here, one there, 3 in here. I think there's 2 out there. So there's at least 5 in the house. And I have refilled those with kerosene, and I have burned them, and they will last. Each one of them will last 21 hours putting out heat. They were old chicken house heaters, or old well house heaters is what they were. But they burn kerosene. Oh, I'm going to have to go out and do a video of my the one I have up in my shop. I have 2 laying on the floor. I was going to put up a couple new posts and put them on. I was going to put one out by my forge because I have a forge floor out in the other corner of the shop. And I have a coal forge out there, and I have a gas forge. And that's where the anvils and anvils. And I got a couple of vices, one floor mounted, one on the welding table. And then I got, I don't know, there's 3 barrels of coal in there. Anyway, and I got a hydraulic press, but I got a motor on it, so it's a hand. And I want to take that hand control, and I want to be able to put that down there as a foot control. So I want to move that. I just have to figure out how to do that because it's hydraulic. So I think I need a foot switch that goes forward, backward, but hydraulic instead of electric. Yep. Either that, or I have to put an electric one on the motor. No, I can't do that because then it would have to be forward, backward. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. And then just run the hydraulics straight pipe instead of through the hydraulic control. Yeah, that would work. I could do that. That's something else I got to look at. Well, if you haven't got that box yet, guess what? That's where your package is sitting right now. My guess is it hasn't moved since I looked at it a couple days ago. Be my guess, because they've taken off for the holidays. Yeah, I thought it was FedEx at first, but it's not. It's UPS. So, and it's a heavy box. Now, Meg said that she liked hot. You're going to like this then. One is just my regular hot stuff. Then I have regular hot stuff encrusted with coarse black pepper. Then I made a sweet hot batch. So I have sweet hot, regular, and then I have sweet hot encrusted with coarse black pepper. So you got a big box of jerky coming, and it's hot. And I and my brother timed the heat. The heat only lasts in your mouth for 15 minutes. That's it. So it's not real hot. It's mostly just cayenne pepper and black pepper, basically. But then you have my maple syrup in it, and you have hickory smoke in it, and it is what is the base? Teriyaki base, and then I add to it. So you can taste a little teriyaki, you can taste a little smoke, you can taste a little maple syrup. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. But what I want from you guys, is honest opinions, and I want suggestions as to what you think I could add or take away different from my recipe. And I mean, really make suggestions, really be critical of it because I want to perfect it. I've been making jerky for a few years now, and I've tried different little variations, and this is what I've come up with so far. Now, a lot of people don't like hot. My brother doesn't like the sweet hot as much. He said, leave the cut the cayenne pepper down to about a third. And I only put a quarter of a cup in for 25 pounds of meat, so it's not that much. But anyway, and he doesn't like his with black pepper on. And there are plenty of guys who like my jerky with encrusted with black pepper. The more black pepper, the better. And so I've cut it down to just encrusting one side instead of both. And still they don't like it. So you can't please everybody. But and what I am going to tell you is let your mouth rest and return to normal before you try a different variety of it. Otherwise, all you get is hot, 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 and that's all it is. But yeah, let your mouth rest, return to normal, try a different one. Yeah, I would like to perfect it to make it palatable to most people, because you're never gonna satisfy everybody, but to most people, um, then maybe I could sell that recipe to a jerky manufacturer. Just thinking, I don't know, business opportunity, either that or package it myself. But I don't want to go into all of the stuff that goes with it because I have to buy a machine for packaging. I'd have to buy the packaging. Yeah, and then you have to do it on an industrial scale. So I don't want to do that. But selling a recipe, that's an idea. All right, guys. It's been 2 hours. I got to get off. I got to go do stuff. So, Tom, it's been real nice talking to you. Dale, freaking awesome. Andy, Dave, and who else is on here? We had Ronald Harris, Adam Hartman, Stack Ann was in today. Stack Ann Silver. Lisa Anderson was in for a little bit. Vote for Pedro, Mad Stacker, Scotty Aquati, everybody. Great Scott. I want to wish Sassy Susan. Oh man. Captain Vic. I think that's it. I want to wish everyone a very Merry New Year. Happy New Year. Merry New Year. And I will see you in the streams. I think it's going to be a good year, I think. I'm hoping. We'll see you guys. Bye.